My decision shattered what little was left of my family. They say I let bitterness and heartbreak turn me into someone unrecognizable. But what do you do when the people you trust the most choose the ones who hurt you? Am I wrong for refusing to bankroll my sister's life after discovering she's been secretly best friends with the woman who helped destroy mine? This isn't just a story, it's a moral minefield. Let me take you back to a time when I believed in happy endings. I was 22, fresh out of college, when I met Jason. He was charismatic, brilliant, and funny in a dry, intelligent way. We were both on our way to grad school, he business and I literature. 23, we got engaged and married at 25. By 27, we had our son, Owen. He was the light of our lives. For years, life felt like a well-wrapped gift. We built a home together, had regular Sunday dinners with his parents, hosted game nights with our mutual friends, and talked about the future like it was a shared story we were writing together. Or at least that's what I thought. When Jason's company merged with a larger firm, he started spending more time at work. He mentioned a new colleague, a rising star in her department, whip-smart, creative, and young. Her name was Marissa. I remember the first time I met her. She was polite, poised, almost too perfect. I didn't think much of it at the time. I had no reason to. But things began to change. Jason started pulling away. He wasn't unkind, just distracted. He stopped noticing small things. Missed a couple of Owen's preschool recitals. Forgot our anniversary. It was subtle but unmistakable. Something was wrong. When I brought it up, he would smile wearily and say, "Work's just crazy right now." The truth came out like a slow-moving car crash, inevitable, horrifying, and oddly silent. A mutual acquaintance, someone from Jason's office, let it slip over drinks. You didn't hear it from me, but everyone knows. He's gone for her. My heart sank. I didn't want to believe it. I told myself there had to be an explanation. So I confronted him. Jason didn't deny it. He didn't apologize. He looked at me with a strange kind of pity and said, "I tried hard not to fall for her." That line haunted me for years. I walked out that night with nothing but Owen's baby bag, my purse, and the unbearable truth. The man I built my life with had already started a new one that didn't include me. The divorce was swift. Jason didn't fight it. He didn't even try for shared custody. He took weekends and holidays and said he didn't want to disrupt Owen's sense of normalcy. Looking back, I realize he just wanted the freedom to start clean. I moved into a tiny apartment, worked 2 jobs. My parents helped where they could, but it was a dark time. There were nights I cried myself to sleep while Owen clutched his stuffed dinosaur beside me. And still, some small, broken part of me hoped Jason would come back. That he'd wake up and realize he made a mistake. That he'd choose our family. But he never did. Marissa moved in with him 6 months after the divorce was finalized. The same friends who once came to our housewarming now praised her on social media. "Power couple," one caption read. One of them, someone I once considered a close friend, had the gall to say, "I don't support cheating, but I mean, look at her." I purged my contacts. Stopped attending mutual gatherings. I went to therapy. Took me 3 years before I could see a photo of them together without feeling like the air had been knocked out of me. They married 3 years ago. They have a daughter now. She looks just like Owen did as a baby. I've kept things cordial for Owen's sake. He loves his dad. Loves Marissa too. Calls her Miss Rissa. I never speak ill of them in front of him. I kept my hurt private, wrapped tightly in silence and therapy journals. That is, until last week. My younger sister, Callie, is 28. We've always been close. I was her maid of honor at her wedding, helped her through college, and more recently I've been helping pay off her student loans. She wanted to go back to school for her master's in social work. I believed in her. I wanted her to succeed. She came over last weekend for lunch. Left her phone on the kitchen counter while she went to the bathroom. It buzzed. A name popped up. Marissa. I stared at it for a few seconds. I don't know what I felt. Confusion, disbelief, maybe even panic. When Callie came back, I asked her about it. She tried to brush it off. Oh, we've just kept in touch. No big deal. But it was a big deal. Turns out they're best friends. Not recent friends. Long-term. For 6 years. Callie knew about the affair, about the divorce, about everything. And she still chose to stay close. Worse, she hid it from me. When I asked why, she said, "I didn't want to hurt you. And she's a nice person." I felt like the floor vanished beneath me. All those family dinners, all those times I cried in front of her, she had been consoling me while texting the woman who tore my life apart. I told her I was done. Done with her, done helping her, done pretending this was okay. I told her she could do what she wanted, but not on my dime. She exploded. Said I was being petty, bitter, and dramatic. That I needed to move on. That holding on to this was making me toxic. She said she'd be financially screwed without my help. I said verbatim, "Then go fuck yourself." My parents say I overreacted. That Callie didn't cheat. That she's entitled to her friendships. They say I'm letting past pain turn me into someone cruel. But I don't see it that way. Loyalty matters to me. So does trust. Am I wrong for finally drawing a line? After that explosive confrontation, the family group chat went silent for about a day. Then came the messages. My mother called me vindictive. My father said I was disrespecting family. Callie sent a series of voice notes where she cried, accused me of trying to ruin her life, and ended with, "Maybe you just hate that she's happier than you." That one stung. Then came Jason. Yes, Jason. He texted me directly. "I understand you're upset, but please don't punish Callie for something she had no control over. Marissa didn't ask for any of this. We just want peace." Felt like a punch to the gut. He dared to tell me to let it go, like this was a petty grudge and not a betrayal that reshaped my entire life. Callie ended up dropping out of her grad program. She moved back in with our parents. She was counting on me to co-sign a loan for the next term. I didn't. I don't regret it. But it still keeps me up at night sometimes because I loved her. I still do in some strange way. And yet I felt lighter. Like I finally stopped carrying someone else's lies on my back. I'm not proud of the way I snapped, but I'm proud that I finally chose myself. Sometimes I wonder if I went too far. If I let my pain make me cruel. But then I think about how long I stayed silent, how many times I smiled while dying inside just to keep the peace. I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes. Maybe cutting her off so completely was harsh. But was it truly unforgivable? Or was it just finally honest? So I ask you, was I wrong for financially cutting off my sister after discovering her betrayal? Or was I just finally standing up for myself after years of being the collateral damage in someone else's love story? Now it's your turn. Drop your judgment in the comments below. Is she wrong? Is the sister the one out of line? Or is this one of those rare situations where everyone shares a little of the blame? Be honest. Be thoughtful. This story isn't black and white, and your voice might just help us see the shades of gray. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who loves a good ethical dilemma.